Melanie, right?
All right, number 14. The denominators are not the same. They are both binomials, but they're different, right? And since they're different, what's my common denominator? My common denominator has to have this one in it, and it also has to have the other one in it. So my common denominator are both of them. And they're different, right? So what's going to go up here? The r minus 6 is going up here. What you do is, again, this is going to cancel with this, leaving the r minus 6. That's what goes on top. This one's going to cancel. What's going to leave? What's going to leave? R plus 6 up here. Right? If you put that up there, this one's going to cancel with itself, leaving this one, and this one's going to cancel with itself, leaving the plus 6. Right? Now you're going to multiply. You have to distribute. You multiply this binomial times this monomial. It's 4r times r minus 6. So 4r times r is 4r squared, and 4r minus 6 is a negative 24r. What am I going to do with this? It's going to go with the 4r. What you can do here is put this in parentheses if you want. A negative 4r goes here. That's this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this now. Negative 4r times r is a negative 4r squared minus 24r. Right? Everybody with me? So what happens now? What happens? Up here. I'm going to combine like terms. What's the first thing I'm going to combine?
R squared.
The r squared. So what happened to them?
They cancel.
They cancel. I got a positive 4r squared, a negative 4r squared. So the r squares cancel. So I end up with?
Negative 48R.
Negative 48r. Does anything up here cancel with this down here? How do you know you can't cancel? Binomials on the bottom, no binomials on the top. It does not cancel. We're done. There's our answer. That's the whole problem. Find the common denominator. Cancel these denominators with it, putting what doesn't cancel on top, and multiply to combine like terms. Any questions on this problem?
What was the answer?
Give me the answer right there. Okay. We've got this problem, number 23. We need to take the bottom, the denominators, and factor. How do I factor this? Take out the 5. Gives me x plus 2. By the way, if you remind me at the end of class, I'll get your quizzes. Okay, now. Okay, so what's my common denominator?
5x.
I got two binomials. Are they the same or different?
Different.
Then I have to have both of them, right? So I've got to have x plus 2, x minus 2. Do I need anything else?
5.
I need the 5 that's out here. It has nothing to do with the binomials. I need a 5. So there's my common denominator. When I take this and cancel down here, what's left? X minus 2. So that goes on top. When I take this and cancel, what's left?
5x plus 2.
5x plus 2. And now these are gone. All right, so what do I have? 3 times x minus 2 is 3x minus 6. Now, I'm going to do it the easiest way. Can I factor this?
Yeah.
That's 2 times x plus 3, right? All right, so this time I'm going to take x plus 2 times x plus 3. I'm going to multiply that out, okay? Now I'm not doing this. I'm just doing the binomials. So that's x squared plus 5x plus 6. When I multiply this one times this one, I get that one. Real soon, we're going to spend a day, and you're going to do about 50 of those without any paper. That's what I just did. I just did it in my head. So can you. All right. You multiply this one by this one, and that's what you get. And then 2 times 5 is 10. So now I take 10 times this, and I get 10x squared plus 50x plus 60. And now I combine like terms. I've got 10x squared. I've got 50x and 3, so it's 53x. And I've got 60 minus 6, so that's a positive 54. Nothing goes into 53, right? So there's nothing common. There's no x over here. Nothing but 53 goes into 53. I don't think 53 goes into 10. Huh? And okay, this is a negative, which I left out, which makes it a negative 10 up here, which means this is correct, but all the signs are wrong. So this is supposed to be a negative 10, this is supposed to be a negative 50, and a negative 60. That means our answer, oh, that didn't work. Somebody's playing with my board again.
Put undo. Press undo. Press undo.
Huh?
Undo. The other way. Other way.
Okay.
Eraser. Wow.
No, I meant much smaller.
What?
Everything was the beginning. All right. So now I have a negative 10x squared. The x's are negative 50 and 3 is a negative 47x and a negative 66. Is that the answer? Is that right this time?
Yeah.
I got yeses and nos. All right, so you're going to be really conscious of this negative out when there's a negative.
Does it matter what order they're in?
Excuse me. If this is a plus, it doesn't affect the problem, so we ignore it. It doesn't matter. When it's a negative, it changes all the signs. So you've got to make sure you put the negative up here with this and use it in the problem. You still can't factor anything. This top should be in descending order. You want to learn to put everything in descending order because a lot of times you have to have it in descending order. We give you rules on how to do a problem, right? Those rules are almost always based on the fact that the problem is in descending order. And if it's not in descending order, the rules don't work. I told you $22. What should we do first? What do we have to do first? Factor the denominators. That's our first step. The denominators. So what do I do here? How do I factor this? I'm going to take a 4 out. There's a common 4. So the first thing to do is take 4 out. That leaves me with r squared minus 2r plus 1. Now, keep the 4, which a bunch of you didn't do on the quiz, and then factor this. How do I get r squared? How do I get 1? What's my signs? Minus and minus. Do I get 2 in the middle?
Yes.
What is the outside? Negative 1. What's the inside? What's a negative 1 and a negative 1? Negative 2. That's my inside number. All right, that's how you do it in your head, just like that. You do the outside, you do the inside, you add them together. That's your middle term. Okay? So, now we're done with this one. So, over here, what is my common denominator? Well, I need all of this, right? So I need 4 r minus 1 and r minus 1.
You need both of them?
Absolutely. If you have an r squared, what do you need? You need r squared, right? Well, that's what this is r minus 1 squared, so I need both of them because I got 2 of them. I need one for this one, and if you put one r minus 1 up here, do they both cancel? No, you have to have 2 of them to make them cancel, right? Okay, is there anything in here that's not already in the common denominator?
The R.
Is the 2 already down here or not?
Yeah.
Where's the 2?
Inside the 4.
Inside the 4. 4 is 2 times 2, right? So I have a 2, it's right there. Do I have an r?
No.
No, because these r's don't count because they're binomials. I need an r by itself. So I need to include an r. Right? Now I have my common denominator. Up here, this is going to cancel. What's left when this cancels? For all of these, I'm going to have a 2 left down here, right? So I have 2 times both binomials. Over here, I have all of this. When I take this and cancel with this down here, what's left?
R.
Just the r. So that's all I need there. So I'm going to get, oh no. All right, so this is gone. This I haven't canceled. What cancels here?
We canceled it. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, I canceled. Yeah, okay. I want to cancel that. Then. We don't need that anymore. All right. So now what am I going to do? 3r times r is 6r. So I'm taking those and replacing with 6r. Now, when I have 2 binomials like this, yeah, I do it in my head. It's easy to multiply these 2 first and then multiply by 6r. It's harder to go 6r times this, take the answer and multiply it by the binomial because they're bigger, and I don't have it in front of me. What is r minus 1 times r minus 1? R squared. Negative 1 is positive 1. What's in the middle? What's the outside? What's the outside? Negative 1. What's the inside? Negative 1 r, right? What's a negative 1 and a negative 1? Negative 2r. I multiply this, I get this, and I still multiply by 6r. So I now have 6r times r squared is 6r cubed. 6r times negative 2r is a negative 12r squared. 6r times 1, positive 6r. Over here, what do I get? Negative 2 r squared, right? So I have a negative 2r squared. All right, so put it together. What do I have first? This one. 6r cubed. R squared is negative 12, negative 2 is a negative 14. R squared. And this is a plus 6r. Everybody with me?
Wait.
Are we done? What's common on top? An R and a 2. What do I have on the bottom? An R and a couple 2's, right? Can I take 2 2's out of here? No.
3.
No.
Oh.
Out of each one.
Oh.
So I can't take 4, all right? All right. So I can take out 2r, which leaves me what? 3r squared minus 7r plus 3. And what happens? Now this is gone. This one's gone. So what happens to 2r and 4r? Cancel, cancel, but I have a 2 left. Is this is a 7? Okay. So the question is, can can I factor this and get a 1 at the end? Well, that's a plus. To get 3, I have to use what? 1 and 3, right? If I add them, what do I get? If I use 1 and 3, what do I get when I add them?
4.
I get 4. Will 4 help me? No, I need a 7. So it won't. It doesn't matter whether it factors, it won't help you. Because you have to have a 4 in the middle to do that. And we don't have a 4. So we're done. This should be your answer. Here's a way I think is probably what you ought to do. Look at the problem. What's the common denominator for all the denominators? Well, what are the numbers? What are the numbers?
5 and 3.
5 and 3. So what's the common denominator for 5 and 3? 15. And how many x's do I need?
X squared.
I need x squared because I have an x squared here. That's the biggest one, right? So my common denominator for everything is 15x squared, right?
Yes.
Put it there. Put it here. Put it here. And put it here. Okay? What's that? 15x squared?
Yes.
15x squared. Put it on every part, even if it doesn't have a fraction. Each part here has to have it. Now, cancel. The x cancels with 1. The 5 cancels with the 15, giving me 3. The 3 goes into 15 5 times, and the x squares cancel. Now watch. What's left? 8 times 15x. It's 120x plus, keep the sign, 2 times 3, 6 x squared. 2 times 5, 10 x squared plus, keep the sign,
15.
15.
What's your answer?
What's my answer?
Oh my gosh.
Now, can I factor any of this? Yes, I can factor this and this. Will anything reduce? No. I can take an x out here. Can I take an x out of here?
You could take out a 5 though.
I can take a 5 out down here, but I can't take a 5 out of 6. The only thing that has to come out of all of them. It's not going to work. Has to be in all of them or it won't work. Right?
I get it. I don't know how many got here.
Common denominator is 15x squared. Put it above the first fraction. Put it above the second fraction, the third fraction, and the fourth fraction. What shall I do next? Cancel. What cancels here?
X.
This x cancels with
1x.
one of those, leaving me 1x and the 15. This 5 cancels with 15, leaving me 3. This 3 cancels with 15, leaving us a 5. This x squared cancels with the x squared. Got it. Okay. Now, go back. What do we do next?
Multiply.
We multiply.
Mr. Greeno?
What is 8 times 15x? 120x. Plus, keep the sign. What is this? 9 times 9, x squared. Down here, 2 times 5,
10x
10
squared.
x squared.
Does this record our voices?
Yes. Minus. And if you get smart about it, we'll turn it off. 3 times 15.
45.
45.
That's the answer? 40.
That's my answer unless you can reduce it down. You cannot reduce it down unless you can take something out of all 4 numbers. Is there anything that's in all 4?
No.
I can factor this and I can factor this, but what factors is it going to cancel? I can factor 5 out of here, but that's all. I can cancel 3 out of here, but 3 and 5 don't cancel. I don't have an x in here, so x's won't cancel. It has to be in all 4 before it can cancel. There is nothing in all four. We are done with the problem.
Yeah. But it's easier.
That, I know that's easier. That's why I said that. Okay?
Wait. How is this so different from?
We're doing the same thing, we're just approaching it from a different way, which is actually a lot easier. What happens is, if you start getting binomials, it gets a little messy.
Is this what we have for homework?
No. 16. What should I do first in this problem? We have to find the common denominator. What do I have to do that? I have to factor this one, right? So that gives me 2b minus 2. Right? Before I do the common denominator, is there anything else I can do that makes this problem easier? What is b over b? They cancel out. You could cancel in a fraction if it's on top and on the bottom. These b's cancel each other out. I don't need them. They're just extra stuff. They cancel. You cannot cancel from this side across the negative to the other side. You cannot cancel across a positive or a negative. But you can cancel straight up and down anytime. So it saves us a little bit of work by canceling the b's. Okay? We need to find the common denominator. Which denominator should I start with?
This one.
Which one is most complicated? Which one is biggest?
With the parentheses.
This one. All of it has to be in the common denominator. The most complicated, everything of the biggest one has to be there. Now look at the second one. Is this already down here?
Yeah.
Yes, so I don't need anything else. This is my common denominator. Okay? Now we need to cancel. We're going to take this and cancel down here. What's left?
The 5.
When I cancel this for this, what's left?
The 5. 1.
I am canceling this with this. Nothing. I don't know why people say 5.
Oh.
Because it's up there. Okay, we're only doing this and that. Now everything cancels, there's nothing left, then I get to 1. This one. What's here that cancels?
The 2.
The 2's cancel, so what did not cancel?
The b minus 2.
B minus 2. Excuse me? Alright, this is now gone. We canceled. And the 2's gone. We have everything on top, everything canceled. Now multiply. 1 times 5?
5.
Now, this is a binomial. What am I going to multiply this binomial by?
With the 5.
The negative 5. Put the negative with the 5 and put it in front of the binomial. It's here. Negative 5 times b minus 2 is negative 5b plus 10. Do I have like terms? Combine like terms. Negative 5b plus 15. Now,
I get confused with the sign.
this is our answer, unless you can reduce it down. Can you simplify the top?
No. Yeah.
What can you do?
Take out the 5.
You can take out a 5. Wait, hold on. If I take a 5 out, I have a 5 outside, right? Would that 5 cancel with the 2? But that didn't help us. What's left in here if I take a 5 out? What number is going to be left right here when I take a 5 out? 3. That's a 3. The last number here is a 2. Are they the same? Then are they going to cancel? So I'm going to have binomial. I can get a binomial, but it's not going to be this one, right? So I don't need it because it's not going to cancel. If it's not the same, they don't cancel. So I look and say, well, if I take a 5 out, the 5 by itself won't cancel with the 2. And whatever the binomial is, ends in 3, it won't cancel with this 2. So we're done. This is your answer. You don't need to take it out if it doesn't cancel. Now, it's not wrong to take it out. You want to take the 5 out, that's fine. But you don't need to because it won't cancel. But you need to look to see if it'll cancel. Like I just did. Question on this problem. It saves a little bit of work by canceling these b's because I've got rid of one of the b's that would have been in the problem otherwise.
You don't have to get rid of the negative.
What are you going to do with it?
Functions they multiply by negative.
You're just going to take and put it up front. You can do that, but it's not
Well,
necessary.
doesn't like the first one would have to be constant?
It doesn't. We're going to do something. We're not doing something here today. It doesn't do anything for us. It's like saying, if I have a negative 5 over 3. Is that the best answer? No. The best answer is a negative 5 over 3. Does it really make a difference? Not really. Now, if I was adding and subtracting, I'd probably want it this way. But since I'm all done, I don't care which one it is. They're the same.
No, but like negative 5 doesn't have to be positive 5. Why is it facing that?
Since we're not doing anything, I don't care. If we're trying to factor, we're trying to do something else, yes. But we're not. We're done. Since we're done, it doesn't help me at all, so I don't care. I take it either way. Either way would be fine. Okay, number 9. What are we going to do first? What's my common denominator?
18x.
Not a chance.
Oh, 6x.
What's my biggest one?
6.
Is 3 already in 6?
Yes.
So I don't need anything else.
You need the
What's my common denominator between 3 and 6? 6, and I need an x. This is my common denominator. Put the 6x up here. 6x's cancel. 3 goes into 6 twice. 3 times 2?
6x.
6x squared plus 4. Can I factor? What can I take out? I take 2 out. Would that 2 cancel at the bottom?
Maybe.
Yes, because there's a 6 there, right? So I want it, you need to take it out and cancel because you can't. So we'll take 2 out. That leaves me 3x squared plus 2. This is gone.
Why don't you take out the 2x?
Why didn't I just do that, man?
Why don't I take 2x out of what?
Oh, never mind.
I don't have an x over here.
My bad.
And what now? 2 and 6 is 3. So I end up with 3x squared plus 2 on top. And on the bottom we have
3x.
3x.
That's your answer.
So are we done?
No.
Oh wait, why don't we cancel the 3 and the x with the 3 and the x?
Because it's x squared.
How much is 3 squared?
Because this is part of a binomial.
Okay.
It's all or nothing. And since it's not all, it's nothing. Don't cancel part of a binomial. We're done. That's our answer. We cannot go any further. What should I do first? Factor. This? How do I factor it? 2x times 5x minus 2. This is gone. What should I do next? What should I do next?
Whatever's not in the.
What should I do next?
Oh my god. Cancel out.
Right? Might as well get rid of it. It just has less stuff we have to work with. Shortens up your common denominator. There's a 2x on the bottom, there's a 2x on top. They cancel. I have 1 up there. All right, now, what is my common denominator?
5x minus 2 times x minus
I have 2 binomials, right? Are they the same or different?
Different.
They're different, so I have to have both of them, right? So I have to have 5x minus 2, and and I have to have x minus 4. 5x minus 2 cancels with 5x minus 2, leaving me what?
X minus 4.
X minus 4 up here. What's left over here?
5.
The x minus 4 is canceled, so the 5x minus 2 is left. Right? Okay, what's left on this side?
That's
1 times x minus 4, right? So it's just x minus 4. What's left on this side?
the 5.
5 times both of them, right? Again, you put it out here instead of there. 5 times 5,
25x.
25x minus 10. When I combine them, what do I get? 25 plus 1 is 26x minus 14. I can take a 2 out, right? Would it help me? No, it's going to leave me a 7 over here. I'll leave me 7 at the end, so it's not going to help me. 2 out here won't help me. I don't have anything outside. So there I am. I'm done. It saves you some work if you can cancel something.